Are you looking for funding for your business? Are you trying to figure out how to get business credit? Most business owners too. That's why in this video, I am going to give you my tips on how to get business credit. And you're gonna definitely wanna stay to the end because you're gonna understand what you need to do right now so you can go out and start building business credit. I understand what happens as a business owner. You start your business up, you're working on your business, then all of a sudden you realize, you know what? I need some money to help me get my business to the next level. Then when you try to get that money, they say to you, oh, well, you need a personal guarantee. We need to put your personal credit in the equation. Well, if you had good personal credit, you probably wouldn't even need to get the business credit. But they want to link the personal credit to the business credit. So you find yourself back at square one, bumping your head against the wall going, can somebody show me the money? Can somebody tell me where all this small business funding is and how to get there? That's why I am going to tell you exactly what you need to do so that you can get some business funding and make sure that you can go ahead and hit a home run. First, you have to realize that building business credit is completely different from building personal credit. That's the first thing you have to understand. You really need to establish a credit profile for your business. So you need to establish a credit profile by making sure that your business has an EIN number and making sure you go on and create a Dun & Bradstreet account. What's a Dun & Bradstreet account? That is where all business owners are registered so that their credit profile is linked to a DUNS number. Just like our personal credit profile is linked to our personal social security number. When you go on to create a DUNS profile and to build that profile up, you're going to find it important that you're going to need to give them financial information about your business. And in order to give them financial information about your business, you're going to need to provide them with financial statements and a balance sheet, which basically means you're going to need to have some proper accounting done because you're going to need a profit and loss and a balance sheet. Now, don't get all worked up over that. Don't start thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do it. You absolutely can do it. Simple. How much income you're making. If you don't know, project it. That's right. I said project the income. If you are thinking to yourself, I'm going to be making $100,000, then you're going to do a projection profit and loss that has $100,000 listed as income. And then you're going to project out the expenses that's going to bring you down to a net profit. So at my top line, for example, I'm going to have $100,000 income for the year. And then I put down expenses, my telephone, my YouTube ad expenses, what other expenses I have, so I net down to a profit because you got to present them with something. So a forecast is going to be completely okay. When you're thinking about a balance sheet, think about what assets you have. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a computer. List those items down as your assets. This is because they want to know that there's some tangibility to your business. So creating that profile on Dun & Bradstreet with actual real financials or forecasted financials is a real key point to getting you where you need to go. The second thing you need to be able to do is you got to get credit under the name of your business. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to do trade lines. And what I mean by trade lines is maybe getting a credit card at your local office supply place, like Office Depot or Office Max. Even getting a credit card for your business and the name of your business, like with Amazon credit card. Even if the credit line is only for $1,000 or $500 and you have to guarantee that small amount, you want to open up that credit line because now your business and its own EIN number has its first line of credit. And that's really important that you do that because on your DUNS profile, you have to list your creditors and you can have easy creditors by listing simple things like an Office Depot card or even listing other vendors that you use and pay over time. For example, being an accountant, a lot of clients ask me, Karla, can you give me a letter saying that I am a client of yours and that I pay you over time? They can use their accountants or other people as a vendor, as a creditor. So you got to start thinking a little bit outside of the box. And now you've been able to create a credit profile. The other thing that is going to be really important is that you have to pay all of your vendors on time. This is so critical because you're going to want those vendors to supply you with a reference letter, a letter of credit that says, Karla Denson Associates Inc. has this person as a client and they pay me on time every single time. That's important because the more you can stack the deck, the more you can put into your Dun & Bradstreet profile, the more you can keep it updated, the more your credit profiles grows. And by the end of 6 months, guess what? You're going to be able to apply for your first credit card in the name of your business only, where you're not a personal guarantor. You're going to be able to do it without personally guaranteeing it under your own Social Security number. Because part of the reason why we create businesses is for that asset protection, to make a separation between ourselves and our business. And the only way you can do that is take yourself out of the equation. But just like giving birth to a child, that doesn't happen right away. You have to instill in that child. You have to love and nurture that child. You have to love and nurture your business by creating that DUNS profile and actually helping your business grow up to the next level. And when you do that, you're going to be able to build a credit profile for your business. Once you create that credit profile for your business and you need to go establish credit or get a credit line or go apply at the Small Business Administration, SBA, that has micro loans for small businesses that are starting out, and they ask you for a DUNS number, now you know what that looks like. That is going to be the number that you are going to utilize. Many banks have small business or micro loan programs where they have to lend out to small business owners. You may even back it up to a fintech type of lender like a Cabbage or an American Express, who has now partnered with Cabbage to lend to small businesses. It might not be your Wells Fargo. It might not be your Bank of America. It's going to be a lender that specializes in small business lending. So here's the thing, entrepreneurs, business owners, it's important that you build your business credit. It's important that you create that DUNS number. It's important that you have the proper profit and loss form. And it's important that you go out and get separate credit cards under your business name. Why? Because it's important to the overall credit building of your business so that your business can go out and secure a $100,000 loan. So your business can go out and secure a $50,000 loan or get possibly a loan to purchase a business. And the only way to do that is to make sure you follow my 3 steps. Step number 1, create that DUNS profile. Step number 2, put those financials in the profile. If you don't have financials, projected financials. Step number 3, get that trade line credit card with like a Home Depot, an Office Depot, and make sure you pay it on time. And when you do, the next thing you're going to know that your business, not you, the individual, will be able to get a credit line without using your name, without using your personal credit, and you will have well established your business, and you will have capital to grow your business, to hire more employees, to do more marketing. Because at the end of the day, as a business owner, it's all about continuing to grow and continue to put our profit in our pocket. And in order to do that, we're going to need to have some capital from time to time. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so I can bring you additional videos just like this.